Good afternoon and welcome to the Vibrantly Healthy Mom Show. I'm so glad to have you here with me today. Today we are going to talk about why it's important to take care of yourself. But before we start talking about that, I would love to introduce myself and have you introduce yourself to me. So if you've not met me before, my name is Laura Bostrom and I'm the host of this show. I'm here pretty much every Tuesday around the same time, and I'm glad that you have stopped by, whether you're listening to this live or listening to the replay. Either way, I would love to know that you've been here. Just click that thumbs up, let me know that you've stopped by. So why is it important that you take care of yourself? Well, you know how when you go on an airplane, and what's one of the things that the flight attendant has to say to everybody as they sit down in their seat, everybody's seated, ready to go on the flight, they start talking about the oxygen mask. And what's the most common thing that people remember about that oxygen mask? Well, it's that we are to put our own oxygen mask on before we help somebody get theirs on. So if we have a child with us, we should put ours on first. Well, why is that? Well, obviously, it's very simple. It's for the reason that if we don't have oxygen coming into our body and helping us to function, then there's no way that we're going to be equipped to be able to help somebody else put theirs on. We need to be alive and well and functioning in order to be able to help someone else. So, and the same is true when it comes to our overall health and well-being and in our families. So, number one, the reason why it's important to take care of ourselves is that you love your family and they need you. Now, you might think that's exactly the reason why it is that you can't take care of yourself or you shouldn't take care of yourself is because you do love them and they need you. And so therefore, you don't have time for you. But think about it this way. Think about if you were to send let's say you have teenagers that are of driving age and you provide them with a car, a used car, and you send them on their way. And let's say you just bought the car and you know nothing about it and you haven't done anything to take care of it and make sure that the upkeep of it has been where it should be. And you send them out and say, have a good time. And you have no idea if that car is safely going to take them where they need to go. Well, you wouldn't do that, would you? You would check the car over thoroughly. You might even take it to a mechanic to make sure that it's checked over and everything's functioning properly before you put your children, those that you love so much, into that car to drive it and see them off. So, and the same is true with our bodies. Okay, so we as moms have busy jobs. We have a lot of demands on us. No matter what age of a mom you are, at what stage in the game that you're at, you might be someone that has a newborn or toddlers or middle school age children or high school, or maybe your kids are grown. Maybe you even have grandchildren. But regardless of what stage you are in the whole process, you still have a lot of demands on you that come as a result of being a part of a family. Families are great, but they do take some of our effort and time and energy. And so we need to be in the best health that we possibly can be, because we do love our families and we do want to be there for them to help them. And if we are running on empty, if we have not taken care of ourselves, like putting an oxygen mask on ourselves first, we are not going to be in a position to love them and care for them in the way that we in our hearts want to. So the first reason why it's really important is because you do love your family and they do need you. And then the other thing is that when you feel your best, that's when you're able to do more things. We all have things that we enjoy doing in our lives that are beyond our families. There might be an activity that you enjoy doing with your girlfriends, or there might be you like maybe to go to an exercise class or go hiking in the mountains. Whatever it might be for you, if you're not feeling well, you're not going to be able to do those extra things. So when you are feeling your best because you are taking care of yourself, you're able to do more of those activities, enjoy the things in life that you love so much. The other thing is, if you're like me, I have FOMO. If you don't know what FOMO is, it's the fear of missing out. And this is a huge driving factor for me. I don't want to miss out on anything. If one of our 6 kids are doing something that I want to join in with them and doing some activity or adventure, I know I got to feel the top of my game. I got to be feeling good and have the energy to do it. And so whenever I am doubting whether or not I should, do that extra thing to take care of myself, I make sure that I do so that I feel good. I make sure that I get the exercise that I need and get the sleep that I need and drink all the water that I need to hydrate my body. So those things are really important to me to help me to be able to do those things that I don't want to miss out on. And I know you don't want to miss out on things in your life either. Here's the other thing. If you're already not feeling well, like I've had a history of having chronic illnesses and pain. And if you're one of those people that's already not feeling well, then you're likely, if you're not taking care of yourself, you'll likely get worse. I sometimes shudder to think where I would be today if I hadn't done all of the things that I have done to help my body to be healthier. I am quite certain I wouldn't be involved in the things that I am today if I had just, sat around, laid around, and not taken action on helping my body to be healthier. And then obviously, one of the reasons why it's important to take care of yourselves is we need energy to do all that we have to do in life, to keep up with everything. So it's really important that we make sure that we take care of ourselves. So I challenge you to make sure that you get your oxygen mask on first before you put somebody else's on, and just apply this in your life and realize that this is not a selfish thing at all. I know a lot of people think of self-care as being selfish, but it is not. We need to take care of ourselves so that we are giving the best version of ourselves to those who we love and we have to care for. Now, what I would love to have you do is to let me know down below in the comments what you feel would be the most helpful thing to you for you to start doing to take care of yourself. What do you think would be the biggest game changer for you? I'd love to know about that and encourage you on, cheer you on with beginning that practice. And once you determine what that is, and don't feel like you have to do everything at once. Pick one thing that you can begin with. Let me know what that is in the comments below, and then I'll check in with you and see how you're doing with it. I hope you have a great day. It's a beautiful day here where I live. I hope you're having a beautiful day as well. You maybe have some fall colors showing in your area. It's a beautiful time of year, so enjoy. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.